A quick press of the button, and with the automated programs, I can step away and it does all the work for me. Folks, Blendtec is patented around the world. That's the Wildside jar that you're seeing right there. It grabs the ingredients, it pulls them down, and in just a few short moments, you've got the creamiest, smoothest, most wonderful, healthy smoothie you could ever imagine. What you're looking at replaces 8 appliances in the kitchen. This one appliance, and we'll list them. We're talking your coffee grinder, your mixer, your food processor, your meat grinder, the soup maker, the ice cream maker, the margarita maker, and the juicer. In fact, our wonderful team, they put together like a feast out here, showcasing some of the wonderful things that you're able to do. Take a look at the healthy, super healthy chia pudding. We've got black bean brownies. We've got zucchini nut muffins. We've got homemade salsa. We've got a good for you green smoothie and a green goddess dressing, homemade. You know what's going into it. What about some energy bites? They sound good. Bread dough. How about some fabulous hummus or a pink smoothie? And then of course, soups. Did I say you can do soups? Because you can absolutely do soups. Just before we get started, I want to tell you, this is the top of the line from the Blendtec company. This is the 650. This is over 1,500 watts of power. So when you buy a Blendtec, there is nothing better than this model. The only one above it is for commercial kitchens. So you're getting the best of the best. Normally, the machine itself retails for $450. We're including, for the first time ever, the Blendtec Go jar, which means you get up on a morning, you want to head out, you want a healthy breakfast on the go. This is the perfect way to do it, and we'll show you all about the Go jar. That's valued at $130. So instead of nearly $600, we are 50% off. And my good friend, the lovely Casey Savage is here. Now, Casey, you travel around the world.
Around the globe.
Showcasing the wonders of Blendtec.
I first fell in love in 2011. You first fell in love in 2008. Of course, we're talking about with Blendtec blenders. Hey, this is one relationship that won't let you down. I'll tell you that much. With an 8-year warranty, I want to convince you that this is so much more than a blender. So you know what Adam knows and you know what I know by the end of this. Ask yourself throughout this entire hour, does my blender at home do this? Because the answer will be no, okay? Let's take a look at this. I've got grapes, I've got cantaloupe, I've got pineapple, kiwi with the fuzz on top. If it's getting healthy that you want to do, apple with even a couple of seeds in there.
It could
orange,
do it, pulverizes it.
Strawberry with the greens on top. Can your blender at home do this? No. The word blender is often synonymous with giant letdown. Yeah. Because they just didn't work. So Tom Dixon, the creator of Blendtec blenders, in the 70s, he got a blender for his wedding. Right. And it was an absolute piece of junk. And then he said, I am going to set out to create the world's best, most advanced blender. And here it is from Orem, Utah. Year after year after year, the favorite amongst all those professional smoothie shops that you see out there. And here's why. Not only did I stack this full of fruits and spinach and ice and fuzz and greens on the strawberries, I didn't even add any liquid. No. Did you notice that? No liquid. No liquid. But look at this. It has a brain built in. Look at the presets from batters and dips. Oop. One button turns it on, to margaritas or crushed ice, smoothies, ice cream. You can also do whole juice, hot soup in 3 minutes. Or you can dial it up or down with your finger, and there's a pulse button. So I'm going to press that whole juice button. Okay. Here's the best part, because I'm lazy. I'm just gonna come right out and tell you. I knew we got on well for a reason. I knew we had something in common besides wearing pink. I'm lazy, so I like my Blendtec blender to do the work for me. Now, I don't even have to worry about this blender. You hear that sound in the motor? Yeah, the power. Take a look down in front. You can see down here in the front of your blender, you've got a timer that's counting down. Look at the seconds on the blender. I don't ever have to do a thing, by the way. The Blendtec blender revs up and revs down on its own. It's got a brain engineered into it. So when you're at home, it's not possessed. Something isn't wrong with it. You're not hearing things. It will rev up and it will rev down to give you the absolute perfect smoothie shop quality blend every single step of the way. How and why? Because Blendtec excels in engineering and design, the two things that most blender companies throw in the towel on. Take a look at this right now. You're looking at that blade. That is a 4-inch wingtip cold forged steel blade. It is power personified inside of a blender, and that's how you get results like this.
Seeds, stems, ice, skin,
spinach,
all of it, and it blends it to perfection. Casey just said it, we've had ours at home for 12 years now, and we love our Blendtec.
Look at that.
There's a perfect example. Amazing consistency.
Where are the chunks?
No
Where
chunks.
are the chunks?
I will take no chunks.
Yes, no chunks at all. Okay, and if it couldn't get any better, not only are you getting that Wildside jar, this, by the way, is called the Wildside because it's a square jar, but it also has a 5th side to it. So you notice what this doesn't have. Blendtec blenders don't have a stirry stick.
No scoopy stirry stick.
No, because that requires work and we're lazy.
We don't like that.
We want appliances that do the job. So no stirry stick. Instead, it's square walls create friction, drive ingredients down. Okay. This is something that is also included today, and it's called the Go Jar, and it's absolutely genius.
For the first time ever. We've never had this included before. It's valued at $129.
That's right. So you're getting a to-go jar. It's basically, essentially something that allows you to just whiz up your favorite shakes, smoothies, juices, dressings, whatever it is on the go. Hence why it's called the Go Jar. But not only can you create your favorite drinks in this container in just seconds, and it's done, but you can also fit 16-ounce plastic cups inside of it to keep it completely clean and blend it in those instead. So now I have this amazing protein shake.
Oh, wow.
And it comes with a lid. I know after the gym is always the best time to have your protein, but you never get around to it. So now check this out. Sits in your little car holder.
How good is this? This is normally an extra purchase. We're including it tonight for the very first time ever. We're getting questions about the one Casey was using. That's the white, which is the one of the 2 exclusive colors that we've got. Real fast, I'm gonna quickly do colors because people are asking questions. Let me take my Go Jar with me.
Take it with you.
I can take it on the move. I love this. Folks, we're excited. Blendtec is at HSN with the best prices anywhere. The reason why tonight was a big deal is because this is the best you can buy. Blendtec have various models in the lineup, but the 650 is top tier. The next model up is commercial grade for a commercial kitchen, which for you and I, we don't need that. This gives us the most power at the best price anywhere. Exclusive white. Exclusive seafoam. It's a turquoise color, but it looks gorgeous. You can't find those anywhere else. That one is the most limited if you want the seafoam. If you want some of the classics, we've got our gorgeous gray at the back. We have the #1 accent color for the kitchen, which is going to be your pomegranate. And of course, if you just want to go for an all-time favorite, which is going to be the sleek black, you can do that as well. Everybody gets the Wildside jar, and everybody gets the Go Jar as well, which is brilliant. So one other thing, we'll get to it a little bit later, but for those asking about the twister, we do have it available tonight as an extra purchase. If you want to do more of your nut butters or hummus or anything else, this is going to be a wonderful way to go. But we'll get to it a little bit later on. Special savings today, down from $130 to $89.95. Casey and I were talking about it, and it's worth making mention. Casey, many of us have fallen off the wagon with regard not fulfilling those resolutions, right?
Yeah, and you know, this makes it so super simple. It's all about a product that works. I use my Blendtec blender more than I use my oven, but I would never think twice about not having an oven. Reprogram your brain to think that this is an essential component in your kitchen to healthier living. Okay, check this out, because we got a motor, excuse the pun. Speaking of which, 1,560 watts of power. I'm putting rice in here below the blade.
Okay.
I want to show you something. We talk about that blade, Adam.
Yep.
Do not do this at home. Well, you can do this at home because you have a Blendtec. Touch that blade.
You want to touch the blade?
Yeah, because it's blunt.
Blunt? A blunt blade?
A blunt blade.
We're crazy.
I know. Here's how it works. Do you know why blenders have sharp blades?
Why?
Except Blendtec? Because they have weak motors. So they're like, hey, you know what? We'll just put a really sharp blade and hope no one notices that there's smoke coming out of this. So instead, Blendtec goes, you know what? Why don't we give people quality all the way through? Check out this rice. I fire it up.
Oh boy.
The rice was below the blade. That's how absolutely powerful this is. Now, you know that rice, the grains of rice are very firm. This is a Tritan copolyester container. What does that mean? It's BPA-free, number one. But number two, it means that it's not going to scratch and damage. It has a glass-like finish. It's actually more durable than virtually any material out there. So you get incredible results and durability.
Look at this, folks.
Oh.
You couldn't do that with a normal blender.
Was your resolution to have more, you know, gluten-free options, like maybe rice flour? There you go. Okay, let's talk about that Go jar for one sec. I told you can take a 16-ounce plastic container and lower it in.
Watch this, folks, like your regular party cups.
Yes.
You can place them inside of this. You never even need to wash your Go jar with that.
No, my kids go crazy for this. Speaking of my kids, I'm just gonna quickly show you something here. Okay. I've got one kid that absolutely loves banana, and I've got one kid that hates banana. Okay. So I've got banana in the one on the left, and I've got no banana here, and I'm just gonna give these a little whirl, and this is using the 16-ounce cup, and I'm gonna whiz these up really quickly for you. And all you do is power it on. You see no buttons until you actually power it up, and then it goes. So all I'm going to do is press that little dressing button on either side. It is so cute that it does this in a disposable cup. If you're extra lazy and you really want no mess, I mean, already you don't even have to touch the buttons. All you do is press the button, walk away. It does the rest for you. It shuts off automatically. If you get distracted, if you get mom brain, if you get dad brain, if you get just crazy brain, weekend brain, don't worry about it. So look at this. This is one of the best aspects of a Blendtec blender, is now you've got this perfect little smoothie.
Look, in the cup to go. Look.
Pop the lid on top. I told you, my kids are gonna open a business.
Look.
Perfectly clean.
This was what we mixed it in.
Yeah.
This is clean, because you've not touched it. It's brilliant.
How great is that? We
include that for you, folks, and we are busy already. If you price shop and you price compare, you'll understand why. Blendtec is, quite frankly, a world-famous, iconic brand that we are offering on HSN for virtually 50% off the retail price. There's the factory in beautiful Utah.
Look at their front door. It looks like a blender.
That's the coolest thing.
That's the front entrance. Hey, I've done a tour of this facility, and I can tell you firsthand, we are talking about an absolutely top-notch facility. From top to tail, they walk the walk, they talk the talk. They have a fitness facility, they have nutritionists built in. They are doing everything they need to do over in Orem, Utah at Blendtec's HQ, their headquarters, to create the world's best blenders. Happiest bunch of people I've ever seen, and an 8-year warranty. You know, I will be a grandmother in 8 years.
Stop.
The way things are going with my oldest son, probably 3. I'm gonna be honest with you, Adam.
This is gonna last you a long time.
That's why I need a margarita, which I'm about to make right now.
Perfectly timed, Casey. Don't forget, mine at home, we've had for nearly 12 years, folks. And it works as good today as it did then. One thing I like about this is the brand new touchpad. So no mess or hassle with things getting stuck in between. It wipes clean and it's brilliant. Just so you know, Casey and I do not have the full hour tonight.
No.
There is not a lot of these, so we only have about 25 minutes left. Well,
Look at this.
Come on now.
I brought Canada with me.
Yeah, you did.
Check this out, okay? That is pure snow, because I know that there are those people at home going, why isn't she doing ice?
That's always the big question.
Maybe it doesn't do ice. It does ice beautifully. Secure that lid, and now it's margarita time. You know how margaritas have to be perfect. You know that restaurant you go to is using a Blendtec blender to get them that way. So check this out. In just seconds, we've gone from whole juices.
Look at that.
To smoothies, to
Casey,
so much more.
Let's address the elephant in the room. If I go buy a $70 blender, would it be able to do all these things?
No, and you might as well just light that $70 on fire, because you know it's not going to do the job. Okay, let's just talk about kids for 1 second here. I've got 3 of them, and if I see them open a box of that macaroni one more time, this is so much easier. This is the way you can control what's going into your body. We talk about being healthy in those 2020 resolutions. Yes. This could be rice pasta.
Yes.
Cubes of cheese. Not fluorescent orange powder.
No.
warm milk.
Real food? What is this, Casey?
Real food. Everything you put in your Blendtec blender, you are making fresh. And it keeps track of every time you use it. On the keypad in the front, this one is brand new, so it says 0.
Yep.
But mine at home is in the thousands, and I go, hey, I've made thousands of good choices.
Right,
So
right.
you already feel good about it.
It's a good way to look at it.
Give it a press. So all we have in here is salt, pepper, and some garlic powder, and cubes of cheese. I didn't even have to get a box grater.
No.
Anytime you say to yourself, I wish I could eat healthier, but I don't have the time, erase that from your brain right now. Blendtec blenders give you healthy options in seconds. There's the countdown. It stops on its own. And here's the cheese sauce.
You didn't need to baby that. It's pre-programmed, folks. Oh my gosh.
That's what we call in French, fromage. Take a good look at this.
So exotic, Casey. So exotic.
Anytime you call something, you know, it's French word on a menu, it just sounds so much soup du jour.
Soup du jour. We're going to make some soup du jour.
Yes, we are.
I want to tell you the pricing. And by the way, that's the seafoam color, which is one of the 2 exclusives, that and the white. The reason why we're so busy, go to every premium retailer in America. They all seem to carry Blendtec because it's quite frankly regarded as one of the best. The choice of so many smoothie shops and restaurants and bars. Normally, for the $6.50, it's $4.49. We're including the Go jar, which is another $130. There's one thing that I'm really obsessed with getting across, folks. We have done other Blendtec blenders before as a today's special. When I was going through the meetings and the emails and the conversations about this offer, what I'm about to say was the one thing that stood out to me that I really wanted to say to you. This is not the entry-level model. This is the best you can buy from Blendtec. We've done Blendtec today's specials at $299 before, but we've never done the $650. This is over 1,500 watts of power. This is the best you can buy. The only one that's above this is the commercial one for commercial kitchens. So that's why I'm obsessed with this deal. If you're looking for the best day of the year to buy a Blendtec blender, this is it. If you want those healthy, nutritious smoothies and proper juices on the go, if you want to make your homemade soups and salsas and hummuses, if you want to make your own muffins, all the wondrous things that we're going to do, this is your new assistant in the kitchen. I can say it easily because my wife and I have used it religiously for 12 years. So we love our Blendtec blender. They're built to last. But this is way better than the one we've got. Casey, you don't mind me saying, you and I before the show, we said, where do you even go from here? This value is so good.
I said this might be the last time I'm ever here because I don't honestly know they can top this. Speaking of topping it, see this cheese sauce? I just want to show you something. Oops, it spills all over your blender.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, any other blender that's out there has buttons that require you to pick the guck out of the buttons.
Good point.
You look at it and you go, oh, I made cookies last year, I can tell. And by the way, you can make cookies in this too. I'm gonna fire this up. We've got a keto bulletproof chocolate shake for all you keto lovers. And while this is going, Adam, follow me over here. I wanna get our soup going too. We have a tomato basil soup. And how are we going to make that tomato basil soup? With fresh vegetables, right out of the crisper, not even stewed tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, basil. We've got some vegetable broth. And again, I'm going to add a little pinch of seasoning. And the best part is it will heat up the soup. How? At over 300 miles per hour, that blade is so powerful and so fast that the friction from it starts to heat up the ingredients. That little soup button, we're gonna press it and walk away. 3 minutes to soup time.
Okay guys, I'm gonna do the colors real fast because I know we're running out of time. I told you this was a quick presentation tonight. I'm really, really excited that you're shopping for this. It's one of those brand names that really needs no selling, no presenting. We already know it's regarded as by many as the best blender in the world today. I have classic black if you want the black. I have and that is the most popular color choice. Remember, you're getting the upgraded Wildside jar. No other blender has this. This is what's drawing down the ingredients. Nothing's getting stuck. This doesn't have a spatula built in where you have to stir it and move it around. You don't need to do that with this. That's why many regard it as the best in the world. That's the black. This is your white, which is exclusive to HSN, limited. This is going to be your fabulous sea foam, which is a turquoise married with the white. Again, you can't get that anywhere else. At the back, we have our pomegranate, which is obviously a beautiful choice as an accent color. In your kitchen, it's gonna look wonderful. So that's gonna be your seafoam, there's the pomegranate, and then last but by no means least over this way is gonna be your gray. So this is gray and black. Everybody that orders tonight will also receive the Go jar. We've never done that before. It's valued at $130. This is the one look, folks, that this goes on top of the blender, and this is your to-go smoothie, your to-go juice. You've even got the flip top cap that goes on the top of it as well. So out the door for breakfast, out the door for lunch, it's gonna be wonderful. Incidentally, if you're looking for the best juices and smoothies and healthy snacks, this is a wonderful full color, and I mean full color recipe guide. There's everything in this. And